Hello dear doctors, nurses, medical students and healthcare team. How are you today? I hope you are well today. Okay, here we are going to explain next question about cardiology. Which is the single most likely artery that has artery dominance in 85% of the general population? A. Left anterior descending artery. B. Coronary sinus. C. Circumflex artery. D. Posterior descending artery. And E. Right coronary artery. And the answer is E, or right coronary artery, which has dominancy in 85% of the general population. Here we are going to explain it. Okay, coronary artery dominancy. The artery that supplies the posterior descending artery determines the coronary dominance. Here we can see in this photo, this is posterior descending artery, which is supplied by right coronary artery, and this means that the patient is right dominant. Okay, if the posterior descending artery is supplied by the right coronary artery, then the coronary circulation can be classified as right dominant. As we can see here in this photo, this posterior descending artery is supplied by right coronary artery, and this is right dominant, which is common in 85% of general population. Okay, if the posterior descending artery is supplied by the circumflex artery, a branch of the left artery, then the coronary circulation can be classified as codominant. Here we can see circumflex artery. If the posterior descending artery is supplied by circumflex, there it's classified as codominant. Okay, approximately 85% of the general population are right dominant. As we said, in 85% of general population, posterior descending artery is supplied by right coronary artery. In 85% of patients, the right coronary artery gives off the posterior descending artery. In the other 15% of cases, which are left dominant, the posterior descending artery is given off by the left circumflex artery. The posterior descending artery supplies the anterior wall, ventricular septum, and the posteromedial papillary muscle. That's why the posterior descending artery is so important and is classified as a dominancy in the general population, because it supplies the inferior wall of myocardium, ventricular septum, and the posteromedial papillary muscle. Here was a short explanation about right dominancy, codominant in general population. Thank you for your attention.